Join me and we will begin. Welcome. Glad you could join in. Glad to be back from my month-long safari trip. So today I'm talking about all stretch because that's what I need. So let's begin as we always do. Turn around, come down, and check in. Turn around, come down, and check in. Come on to the back. Come on to the back. Get comfortable with the feet on the floor, the knees bent, the arms alongside, and check in. Have a breath. Check in. What's going on this day? Any discomfort where you need to take care? Check it out and see. So I'm just working with all stretch today because that's what I feel like I need after my safari journey in Jeeps, seeing all the animals, the big five. So we begin our stretch series with just checking in with the breath. So I like to begin there, bring the hands on the belly and expand on the inhale. Feel the belly soften on exhale. We're connecting to the breath, expanding on the inhale, releasing, relaxing, softening on the exhale. One more breath like this, expanding and releasing, bringing our journey into the body. The breath is the path to the inside. So now let's release the arms alongside and begin our stretch series. So let's start with the left arm, bring it overhead, have a stretch, and bring it down. Now the right arm overhead, bring it up, have a stretch, and bring it down. Now on the inhale, both arms overhead, clasp the fingers, stretch, 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 feel it, and bring it down. And have a breath. We begin again. This time begin with the right arm. Bring it overhead till you feel a stretch. And bring it down. Then the left arm overhead. Feel that stretch. And bring it down. Then both arms overhead. Clasp the fingers. The elbows can bend a bit. This is easy on the shoulders. And feel that deep symmetrical stretch across the chest and into the shoulders and the upper back. And bring it down. Back to rest and have a breath. Right arm overhead, bring it up, have a stretch, and bring it down. Left arm overhead, bring it up, have a stretch, and bring it down. Both arms overhead, again, clasping fingers, bending elbows a bit. Feel the stretch wherever you feel it. Feel it in the neck, the inside of the armpits, over the ribs, down the spine. Feel it, and bring it down. And have a breath. So that was working a lot of stretch with the upper back. Let's move it down the line to the area of the waist, the lumbar spine, and the low back below the waist. Pick up the knees, hug the knees in a few, called Apanasana, hugging the knees. Bring a gentle stretch into low back, lumbar spine. Just hug it up and feel the stretch. As you hug, feel it. As you release, feel the ease. Hugging, easing. Hugging, easing, bringing stretch into low back, lumbar spine, whole area. We'll pause here. Let's circle those knees. This is bringing stretch into the inner legs and movement into the hip sockets for lubrication and hydration. And just movement is the magic. Let's pause here, hug it up, and then release, circle other way. Couple more circles. Feeling the massage in the low back, feeling the movement in the hip sockets. We'll come to a rest. Bring the feet down, bring the arms out to the wide, and bring the knees side to side. Bringing in spinal twist. Knees roll down, head turns away on exhale. Inhale, back to center. Knees roll down, head turns away on exhale. Inhale, back. And repeat. Your own pace. Where's the stretch? Is it from the knee to the hip? Is it in the front of the hip or the back of the hip? Is it up the back toward the shoulder blade? Could be true for you. Different for each, no wrong answer here. You feel what's true for you. As we bring twist into the spine, as we stretch the muscles of the back, the hip, and the leg. It's waking up the body to the magic of movement, and we will come back to rest and have a breath. Have a breath, relax, feel the effect of all that movement already. Now let's release the arms alongside. Coming into bridge, press the feet, lift the hips. Is there stretch from the knees to the hips? Now round down, waist before hips. We're stretching into the waist and below, coming down. When you're down, feel it and have a breath. And then press up once more, press the hips high. Is there stretch from the knees to the hip on one side or the other? Neither or both, whatever is true for you. Rounding down. Slow as you can go, waist before hips, bring this magical stretch into the lumbar spine and below. When you're down, have a breath. So for some, it's easy to round down. For others, it's a lot of work. If the spine has a deep curve, we come onto the tiptoes in order to be more effective with the round down. Let's try that. Come up on the tiptoes, round down. Round down, waist before hips, rounding, 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 down to rest and have a breath. Final stretch series. Left arm extends, left arm overhead. Stay here, lengthen and soften and lengthen and soften. One more stretch, lengthen from the heel to the fingertips and release the arm and bring the foot back and have a breath. Have a breath. Let's stretch the other side. Bring the right arm overhead, extend the right leg and lengthen and soften and lengthen and soften and lengthen again and stay and feel that whole line of stretch. Bring the arm down, bring the foot back, have a breath. Let's pick up the knees and hug the knees again. This is just bringing gentle symmetrical stretch to the low back, feet to rest. Now it's right arm, left leg, an asymmetrical stretch. Extend the right leg, bring the left arm overhead and stay here and feel that line of stretch as you lengthen on the inhale, soften on the exhale. Lengthen, inhale, soften, exhale. Lengthen, inhale, stay, stretch, stretch, stretch. Bring the arm down, bring the leg back, and have a breath. Let's check out that other line. Extend the left leg and bring the right arm overhead. Now lengthen on the inhale and exhale, stay. Lengthen, inhale, exhale, stay. One more time. Lengthen, stretch the toes toward the face, stretch that whole line and release the arm and release the leg. Come back to center. Pick up the knees again and just let the low back relax as you circle the knees and massage the low back. Bringing in circulation, releasing tension. Circle both ways. Feels good. You can trust your body. What feels good is good. Come to a rest. Hug it up, hug it up, hug it up, and release, and have a breath. So we did our preliminary warm-up on the back. Now we'll roll over and come on to the knees, continuing to warm up the body. Come on to the knees. Hands and knees, Chakravarkasana. So we say, 1, pull the belly in, 2, drop the elbows wide. Move on back, bring the low back stretch as you feel it, dropping back, dropping back, dropping back. Lift the ribs, lift the chin, return. Repeat. Your own pace. Your own breath, your own body's reaction to what you feel and where you feel it. Perfect for you, different for each. A couple more. Chakravakasana, always useful just to restore. To restore. When you return, come to our rest. Now we'll stretch the whole length of the spine by tucking chin, tucking tailbone, pressing ribs up, pressing hands down. Feel a whole spine stretch. Stretch, stretch, and release. Now drop the hips back. Bring the arms longer, wider. Come on forward, drop the hips, lift the chest. There's stretch through the core. When you press back, see what you feel in the shoulders. My shoulders love this stretch. And then stretch the core as you're forward, feeling it in the thighs, feeling it in the core, and see what you feel in the shoulders on the press back. Take your time with it, make it your own. See what feels good, trust it. A couple more. When you're back, have a stay and just see where you feel it. For me, if the left shoulder grabs my attention, it loves this stretch. Final breath here. We'll release. We'll release. We'll come and stand. Come to mountain. So come into the body. Feet hip width apart. Toes relax. Knees unlock. Tailbone tuck for some. For all, extension crown. Shoulders up. Back and down. Solid. Steady. Strong and still. Tadasana, the mountain. Feel it. Feel the breath. Feel your body's reaction. And then we continue with our warm-up series. So this is the one with this forward bend, side stretch, and chair. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale down, it's a leg stretch here. Return. Come to the side for the rib stretch here. And return. Check out the other rib stretch. And return. Shoulder stretch, drop down to Utkatasana chair. Come back up. And again, down, leg stretch here. Leg stretch here. On the inhale, return. Rib stretch side. And come back. Rib stretch other side. And come back. Arms extend. Drop down to Utkatasana chair. Stay. Feel the shoulder stretch. Come back up. And exhale down. Leg stretch. Stay. On the inhale, return. Rib stretch. Stay. And return. Other side, rib stretch, stay. Return. Bring the arms back. Shoulder stretch, stay. Return. Fold down, leg stretch, stay. Come on up. Rib stretch, stay. And up. Other side, rib stretch, stay. And up. Gold post arms, drop down to Utkatasana chair, stay. Come on up. And exhale down, leg stretch, stay. Come on up. Rib stretch, stay. And back. Other side, rib stretch, stay. And back. Sweep the arms behind, drop down to Utkatasana chair, stay. Come back up. Last set. Exhale down, leg stretch, stay. Return. Rib stretch, stay. Return. Other side stretch, stay. Return. Sweep the arms behind, drop down, stay. Come back up, release, return to mountain. Feet, toes unlocked, knees unlocked, tailbone tucked for some. Extension, crown, shoulders up, back, and down. Feel it again. Solid, steady, strong, and still. The mountain, Tadasana. Feel the breath. Feel the symmetry in the body. And we release for more stretch. So let's bring inside foot forward, outside foot wide and back. Bring the hand onto the thigh. I want you to feel the thigh stretch as we bend the knee. Feel the stretch and feel it soften as you straighten the leg. Bend, stretch, soften. Bend, stretch, soften. Bend, stretch, soften. Bend, stretch, stay. Bring up the arm. Now the whole side is in stretch from the knee to the hip and all the way up through the ribs to the arm. It's all in stretch. Now we'll release the arm, bring it to the front leg, fold over that front leg. It's an arm, shoulder, back stretch and a leg stretch, stay. Final breath, come back up, and we're going to reverse it out and do the other side. Foot forward, foot back and wide. Pointing the back toes forward. Bring the hand to the thigh. Stretch that thigh, feel it soften. Bend the knee and you feel stretch. Straighten the leg and it softens. Bend, stretch, straighten, soften. Bend, stretch, straighten, soften. Bend, stretch, stay. And on that side, bring up the arm, lengthening the stretch now from the knee to the hip, from the hip all the way up through the groin, into the rib cage and out the arm. Stay. Keep that back heel pressing down, feeling a bit of thigh stretch in the front, calf stretch in the back. Final breath. Now release. Bring the hand to the front leg so the stretch moves from the hand to the shoulder, across the back, and down the leg. Stay. Feel all those stretches. Final breath, press the hand, come back up, bring the feet back. Let's try a balance challenge. So this is not about stretch, it's about refining, maintaining sense of balance as we lift one foot, holding focus. Feeling the wobbles or the corrections. The corrections are stabilizing the body. Final breath, release, change it out, other side. Foot in front, foot behind, arms extend, feeling the wobble, feeling the corrections in the toes, in the arches, in the ankles, in the leg. All those movements are corrections, stabilizing the body, teaching the body to stabilize itself. Final breath here, release, release, come back. Return to mountain, toes, knees, tailbone, crown, shoulders up, back and down, feel it, solid and steady, strong and still. Tadasana. Final breath here, we continue with our stretch series. So arms overhead with an inhale breath. Exhale down, it's a leg stretch here, no question about it. Now, left leg, drop it back, adjust the front foot, stay, feel heel, ankle, calf stretch in the back. Feel heel, ankle, calf stretch in the back leg. Okay, bring it down. Now, bring the hands to the front leg, come forward, feel quad stretch. Come forward and stay. Bring the hands behind. Interlace the fingers. Press the hands down. Lift the ribs. Lift the chin. Thigh stretch. Shoulder stretch. Final breath. Release the head. Release the hands. Release the leg. And come back down. Hands to either side. Bring that back foot forward. Once more, hanging down. Leg stretch here. Back of the legs, deep, deep stretch. Keep the knees soft, no force. Final breath. Hands to the ground, right leg back. Okay, heel, ankle, calf stretch, stay. Heel, ankle, calf stretch, back heel. Final breath here. Bring the knee down. Lift up. So we're going to feel the thigh stretch as we bring forward and back. Forward and back. Forward and back. Forward and back, feeling this stretch line. Now come forward. Bring the hands behind. Interlace the fingers. Press the hands down. Lift the ribs. Lift the chin. Stretching the front of the shoulders, the pectoralis. Stretching the thigh and the groin. Release the head. Release the hands. Release back. And bring that back foot up. Once more, forward bend. Finishing this leg stretch. Come to the knees. We want to bring that support in for Chakravakasana. Chakravakasana. 1, pull the belly in. 2, drop the elbows wide. Move on back, hips to the heels. Lift on the return. And repeat. Let's come to a rest. Now press the feet. Lift the hips. Bring the head between the arms. And stay here, dropping down one heel and bring it up. Other heel and bring it up. Feel the stretch. Arms, shoulders, upper back. Picture that line, that V, from the hands, the lines joining at the spine. Stretching the shoulders and back. Stretching the heels and the calves. Final breath here. Come to a rest. Drop the knees. Return to Chakravakasana. Return to easy, soft. Chakravakasana. Easy, soft. Bring the whole body back to rest. After all of those stretches, we'll pause here. Now we'll come on to the belly. So if you want to bring the mat out, come on down to the belly. Bring the arms forward. And come on down, arms forward, forehead resting. Check in. So I need my chin out for the microphone. You have forehead down. Check it out. Feel the breath, the body's reaction to all the work. Feel whatever you notice. Arms, shoulders, back, hips and legs. Relax. Relax. You've done a lot of work already. There's more to come. More stretches. More work. Couple more breaths here. Okay, now we're going to leave the arms forward and we're going to press the arms down and peel up the ribs to stretch the core and come down on the exhale breath. Inhale, press the arms, peel up the ribs, stretch the core. Come down, relax the core. Press the arms, peel up, stretch the core. Feel it and come down on the exhale breath. Have a breath. And we begin again. Press the arms down, peel up the ribs, stretch the core. And come down. Press the arms, peel up the ribs, stretch the core. And come down. Press the arms, peel up the ribs, stretch the core, stay. Feel that stretch from the hip bones, pubic bone, up through rectus abdominis to the rib cage. See what you feel. See where you feel it. And it's true for you. Perfect. And down, 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 forehead to rest. Breath free. Breath free, and just check out your body's reaction to all of that stretch. Bring your attention to the back of the body, below the waist, the low back and the hips. Bring your attention to the front of the body, from the knees to the hips. So, leave the forehead down, leave the arms forward, and on the left side, lift the foot an inch or two and feel what's going on in the thigh, the groin, the low back, the hip. Have a breath. Bring the leg up a couple more inches and stay. Feel it. What do you feel? The hip, the leg, hip in the front, the thigh. Another breath here. Come down halfway and stay. What do you feel and where do you feel it? There's a lot of work going on in the back of the body. Keep the other leg relaxed. Final breath. Bring it down and feel that whole leg and hip relax. Feel them relax and have a breath. Now on the other side, come up an inch or two and stay. Come to the back of the body. See what's going on with the hip, the low hip and the upper leg. Okay, pause. Bring it up a few more inches and stay. More stretch in the front, more contract in the back. Keep the other leg soft. Okay, bring it down halfway and stay. Strengthening the hip, the leg, the low back through contract. In the front, there is a bit of stretch. Okay, let it all down, down, down. Feet to the ground. Have a breath. Let's release the arms forward. On the left side, lift the foot, lift the hand, and stay in that stretch. And hand down, foot down, cheek to the side. Have a breath. Now on the other side, right leg lift, point the nose down, right hand lift, stay, stretch. Let it down, turn the cheek to the side. Have a breath. Left arm, right leg, nose points down, lift, stretch, stay. And down, turn the cheek. Have a breath. Other side, left arm, right leg, lift, lengthen, stay. Stretch, and down. Final here. Both hands, both feet, lift, stretch, stay. And down, down, down. Release those arms. Roll over onto the back. Come over onto the back. Pick up the knees. And give that back a rest. Circling the knees. Massaging the low back. Releasing tension. Increasing circulation. Circle both ways. Checking in with what feels good. Okay, come to a rest. Our final stretch series, we're on the back. Going to leave the right foot on the ground, pick up the left knee, and extend. Stay here, point and flex. Point and flex the foot. Feeling heel, ankle, calf stretch. Pause here. Extend the right leg. Walk the hands up a little bit. Draw the whole leg closer. Feeling hamstring stretch. Stay. The leg does not have to go straight. Okay, now the extended leg, bend the knee, bring the knee across for spinal twist, stay. Hand resting on the knee, turn the head away from the knee. Feel that stretch from the knee to the hip and up the back. Final breath here, roll back. Now, pick up the foot, pick up the knee, draw it up, draw it in, feeling all those stretches there. This is one of my favorite stretches because it feels so good for my body. Okay, we're ready to release and change sides. Bring that left foot to the ground. Pick up the right knee. Extend, point and flex. Feel heel, ankle, calf stretch. Stay. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Okay, now extend the left leg. Walk the hands up a bit and draw the whole leg in, feeling hamstring stretch now. Final breaths here. Bend the knee, bring it across for spinal twist. Turn the head away, feel the stretch from the knee to the hip and up the back where you feel it is perfect for you. Long stay in this twist stretch. We'll release and roll back now. Hand to the knee, hand to the foot. Draw the shin toward the chin. Feel that whole hip stretch. The more you press the foot into center and draw the knee out, the deeper the intensity. So find what that intensity is for you. Final here, and now we'll release. Pick up the knees. Once more, a final hug of the knees, Apanasana, circling the knees to relax the low back. And guess what? We're coming to relaxation. Yes, we're coming down. So I'm going to turn around, but you can stay where you are or settle in your own way. So bringing support under the knees, if you like, under the head, under the feet, whatever works for you, and come on down. Come into the body, prepare for a guided relaxation. Shoulders, arms, hands, knees, hips, legs, feet, head, neck. Come into the body. Feel the whole body settling, getting comfortable, wiggle around, get it right so your body can let go. So we begin with the whole body. And we redirect focus to hips and legs. There, we squeeze and tighten hips and legs and feel it. And let go and soften hips and legs. Feel it. And have a breath. Have a breath. Come to the shoulders. Shrug the shoulders to the ears. Lift the hands. Lift the head. Stretch through the fingers. Head down gently. All the rest, let it down. Come to the jaw. Soften, move, and stretch the jaw. And release. Stretch the tongue toward the chin. And release. Press lips, wrinkle nose, squint eyes, squeeze, feel it. Release. We come back through the body, we check back in. We check back in to discovering, softening, relaxing. Let's start with the toes and relax through the feet. Toes, arches, heels, ankles. Come to the lower legs. Relax the calves in the back, the shins in the front, and the knees, front and back. Relax. Have a breath. Come to the upper legs, hips, and belly. Let go. Upper legs, hips, and belly. Relax. Feel the spine where it touches the ground and where it may lift away, different for each. Feel the weight of the shoulders, arms, hands, heavy down. Feel it. Come to the throat and soften. To the lips, soften. Tongue floating, teeth not touching. Cheeks relax, soften. Behind the eyes, relax, soften. Brow and scalp, relax, soften. Whole body. letting go. Whole body letting go. Feel the breath. Feel the breath. Body relaxing. Breath. Lips soften. Tongue floating. Teeth not touching. Cheeks soften. Soften behind the eyes. Soften brow and scalp. Feel the whole body letting go and feel the breath. How the breath is relaxing, the body is relaxing, and we look deeper, mind and thought. Sounds may come if you could stay relaxed, stay. Yes, thoughts will carry you away. You can release the thought, you can let it go. Let the thought go, come back to the body. Come back to the body, look deepest. There, stillness, peace, stay. Return to the breath. Return to the body. Return to stretch. Return to movement as we close. And I hope you keep with you the ease in your body and strength, the balance, the energy, and the peace. Until the next time, I thank you.